What's up, world? Knowledge coming to you live and direct from the Red Zone, V100.com, keyword knowledge, live in our Clear Channel newsroom with part 2 of my 9/11 remembrance video. I did a video yesterday, told you I was going to do part 2 today, and I am, because today is the 10th anniversary of the tragic terrorist attacks of 9/11/2001 in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Before I go any further, I've got to hit you with a disclaimer, because I'm going to get into what has become a very controversial topic and subject matter. So I got to let you know that what I'm going to tell you is my opinion. These are my opinion. This is I'm going to give you some resources, but this is my opinion and does not reflect the opinion of Clear Channel Radio, V100.7, or any of its sister stations or affiliates. This is my opinion, okay? I'm going to let you know that right now. I want to start this video by kind of reiterating what I said yesterday. I want everybody to take some time today, close your eyes, reflect, maybe have a moment of silence for the nearly 3,000 Americans that have lost their lives due to the tragic events of 9/11. I also want you to give props and respect and remember our first responders, which is our police, our firefighters, our paramedics, our emergency medical technicians, our United States National Guard and Army Reservists, our active Army and United States military. I want you to show your respect and continue to give them respect, because those are the people that when tragedy strikes, they don't panic. They don't panic. They act. They jump into action, and they begin to help people. They help perfect strangers, complete strangers. Also salute to the average American citizen, the everyday citizens who did the same thing on that day, and who continue to step up when faced with adversity. So make sure you show them respect. That being said, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on where I'm coming from with this. Been doing some research since about 2004. So you're looking at about 7 years of me doing some independent research. I had what most people call an awakening, or I was waking up as to some discrepancies with what happened that day and how they conflict with the official story of what happened that day. And now when I tell you the official story of 9/11, I am referring to the 9/11 Commission report, which is a published document. It is a book, a very lengthy book that you can purchase at your bookstore or online or whatever, and you can do some research on that. That is the government's official story of the events of 9/11/2001. There's a lot of information in there, but that commission was put together to investigate. It was put together by President Bush at the time to investigate what exactly happened that day. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you do your own research, you will find that there are a lot of contradictions and a lot of questions that need to be answered with regards to what happened. And what you need to do is you have to look at the evidence and the events of that day objectively. And when I say objectively, I mean you need to take your emotion out of it and your opinion out of it, and you need to just look at facts. You need to look at corroborated facts of what happened on that day, and you need to do your own research, people. This is not going to be broadcast into your house on the evening news. You're not going to get it in your newspapers and your magazines. If you want the truth, people, you need to go look for it. I'm very adamant about this. This is something that has become something in my life that I'm pretty passionate about. And I'm telling you right now, and I'm begging you out there, especially you young people out there, ask questions and demand answers. It is one of the most patriotic things you can do as an American. Do not take everything you hear and read and just say, oh, that's how it is. You can't do that. You need to have some responsibility for yourself and to step up as a person, as a American citizen, and you need to do your own research. That being said, like I referred to and alluded to earlier, there are a lot of questions that I have, and there are millions of Americans and people all over the world that share my questions, and also share my opinion on a lot of this. I'm not going to get into a political commentary because it's not my place to right now, but I am going to tell you that in nearly 7 years of research and investigation that I've done on my own, this is the first time I'm speaking publicly about it, and I figure what better time than the 10th anniversary of 9/11 to do so. I hope this won't be my last time speaking publicly about it. I will do my best to get the word out and to point you in the right direction with your research because, to be honest, I feel that it's my duty. I have learned a lot about this subject, and I feel that, you know, me being knowledge, I got to bring you some knowledge. So I'm going to start by telling you above this video in my blog, you're already logged into v100.com, keyword knowledge. If you look right up here, see them right up here, there's going to be some links that you can click on, and that'll get you going in the right direction as to doing some research into this matter. And I guarantee you, I'm going to warn you ahead of time, what you're going to find is going to shock you. And it may seem unbelievable at first, but then again, so was 9/11. It caught us all by surprise. But I'm going to tell you right now, there are some big issues going on here. All right. So that being said, I want to start by giving some shouts out to some people just like me that have taken it upon themselves to get the word out about what really happened that day. And I'm going to start right here in our own city, Milwaukee. I want to shout out to Matthew Nouse. Matthew Nouse, 9/11 meetup right here in Milwaukee. They had a street action day event today on Brady and Farwell on the east side, spreading 9/11 truth and encouraging people to look at the facts and do their own investigation. So Matthew Nouse, much respect to you, brother. Appreciate everything you do, and I will continue to support you and the 9/11 truth movement right here in Milwaukee. So check him out on Facebook, on Twitter, Google him, and go from there, really. Another person I want to talk about is a young man about my age by the name of Luke Rudkowski. Shout out to you, Luke Rudkowski. We Are Change New York. Doing it big out there. He's all over YouTube, all over Facebook and Twitter. Google him. Google We Are Change New York. Give you an interesting perspective on the events. Also, someone who has become a bit of a controversial figure, but mostly because a lot of people are trying to discredit him because, to be honest, this guy has he's put a lot of information out there, and certain people aren't happy about it. And I'm talking about a guy from Austin, Texas, by the name of Alex Jones. Alex Jones, I salute you. You are a great American. You are a true patriot. And I encourage all of my listeners, my followers, anyone looking at this blog right now, checking out my video, to Google Alex Jones. I'm going to post a link to his website directly above, right here. You can check that out also. Another thing for you to Google or to do some research at your library about is the Citizen Investigation Team, CIT. Citizen Investigation Team did an excellent job researching the events that happened in Washington, D.C., at the Pentagon. Interesting perspective there, too. So check out Citizen Investigation Team. And one other name I'm going to give you here is a guy by the name of Richard Gage. Richard Gage is someone you can look at for some technical expertise. And also check out Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth and Pilots for 9/11 Truth. These are all people that have professional expertise in this field. People who have degrees, master's degrees, you know, in the field. So they can give you factual information, okay? Factual, meaning you can prove it, meaning it's fact, okay? This is not speculation. I don't want to lead people down the road of speculation and getting caught up in, you know, theories and things like that, because that's not what it's about, okay? I'm encouraging all of you out there just please, people, do your own research. You know, trust me, as much as I would like to put my beliefs and my opinions out there and what I think is going on, it's not my place to do that. It's not, because number one, I don't want you to believe something just because you're hearing it coming from me. I want you to take what I say and do your own research. Please, people, do your own research. There are things happening every day in our country, in our world, that affect us both directly and indirectly, that a lot of you have absolutely no idea that they're going on. And the reason why is because a lot of you out there you don't take an interest in that. And that's okay. That's cool. I'm not saying you have to go the same road that I'm going and spending a lot of your free time doing research and fact checking and making sure your sources are credible, things like that. I mean, that's something that I do. You may or may not want to do that, and that's fine. But please, at least take a minute or two out of your day, especially today, and do some research. There are a lot of things wrong with the official story of 9/11. And when I tell you the official story, I'm talking about the 9/11 Commission report. That is what our government has released to the general public as the official events as they unfolded of the terrorist attacks of 9/11/2001. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And if you look at it, you know, I honestly haven't read the entire 9/11 Commission report cover to cover because it's a lot of information, but it's a good reference book that you can kind of pick apart and look at certain things. And if you do that, if you research the 9/11 Commission report and then you go back and objectively look at what happened that day as it unfolded, there's a lot of news coverage, there's a lot of eyewitness statements, etc. They contradict each other. And it's blatant, right in your face contradictions, people. So, not going to go into specifics, but I will tell you this. I'm willing to talk to each and every one of you that is interested in this. You're on my blog right now. You can email me. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Facebook and say, hey, what didn't you talk about on your video, or what were you alluding to, or what were you getting at? And I'll be happy to do that one-on-one or maybe in a group discussion sort of thing. That's no problem. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm here to just give you some information that you're not going to get anywhere else. And I'm taking a chance by doing this, y'all. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to you some more about it. But today, this is my second video. I'm doing it on the 10th anniversary of 9/11. And I'm encouraging you, I'm begging you, as a fellow American, to please ask questions and demand answers. The most patriotic thing you can do as an American is to ask questions and to not just take everything that's given to you and use it as your basis for forming your opinion. Okay, y'all? Please, have some accountability, all right? Ask your own questions. Demand your own answers. All right? V100.com. Keyword knowledge, as I remember and pay my respects to those who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001 in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Do some research, people, because things aren't always what they seem. All right? Do the research. I love y'all. Check out the Red Zone, Saturday and Sunday, 6 to 10 p.m. Knowledge and my boy DJ O. God bless the dead, and God bless America. Peace.